Okay, so Champ has an issue, some anxiety about fireworks, and last year or this year the fireworks were pretty intense, and it kind of pushed him over the edge. So a lot of people, actually if you're looking at this video on my website of doggoneproblems.com and you have a puppy, if you go to the top right corner, which I guess in the video would be that, up there, you'll see a section that's called Quest Ed. I'm actually teaching my puppy how to be confident in various areas, and one of the things you can do is, it's best if you do this when your dog is under 3 months of age. So I basically shot off some fireworks while I had my dog on a leash, while the fireworks were about 3 houses away. And my dog, at the same time that the fireworks were going off, I was letting him chew on one of these Tricky Trainer liver treats like this while it started. So I started doing this, and then the fireworks started. So while the fireworks, he hears them, and because they're 3 houses away, they're not too intense, but he hears the fireworks at the same time the tastiest treat he's ever had is being delivered. Then as I'm about to finish, the dog's about to finish eating the treat, Brian, my apprentice, stopped shooting the fireworks. And then he would come 1 house closer, we repeated it. We did this twice, and now the dog can be this far away from fireworks, and he hears it, looks over it, and it goes right back to chewing or doing what he said. He doesn't spook and want to run away. So that's the best way to teach your dog to not be afraid of fireworks. Champ is obviously older than 3 months old. So now what we're going to talk about is a technique called counter conditioning. So doing a little bit of counter conditioning, what I described earlier. But what I would do is I would have you guys go to, you can just Google fireworks sound or fireworks song. You'll find a track of like 5 minutes long of fireworks. Now you guys, I think, have a good stereo system in here. It works if you have really good speakers. What you do is you start playing it at level like 3, so you can hear it, but it's not too terribly loud, at the same time that I'm letting Champ listen to this. So I have the remote in this hand, and Champ's chewing on it. He's about 50% done with it now. And when he's about to be done, and I release his mouth, I would hit pause. So it only hears the fireworks while the treat is being delivered, and right now it's only at volume 5. It's really, really quiet. You can hear it, but barely. Then I would do this after he sleeps. You can either take a nap or a real sleep overnight, then do it again. And again, it should be like 1 minute to 3 minutes. You don't have to play the whole track. But you're just gonna keep on feeding him these treats while he hears it, and each time we play the track, we turn up the volume a little bit more. Eventually we get to the point where it sounds like fireworks are being lit off in your house, and he doesn't blink or flinch because he's now associated with something good happening. I'm getting the treat. Now make sure that he's sitting while he's giving these. If he has a tendency to move around, you can put him on a leash and step on the leash to prevent him from moving around. Now this is to help him get over the sound of fireworks, which is the hardest thing. However, when you get to the 4th of July next year, the smell of fireworks, if it's the volume of fireworks was going off of what was described to me, it's going to be a lot. So he's going to smell the sulfur in the air. One of the things you can do is do this counter conditioning, same technique, but I would get maybe a smoke bomb. So we don't have the bang, but we do have the spark of the wick and the smell of the sulfur. So what I would do is I would start with somebody holding with a smoke bomb. You light it and put it on the ground, and the dog's maybe 25 feet away on a leash. So we pull out one of these treats, and we have him looking at the smoke bomb. Champ, up. So I can change his orientation if you feel him champ. See, I can change which direction he looks by twisting the treat. So we want to make sure he's looking directly at the smoke bomb while the smoke's coming out. And you want to do it at a great enough distance where he can sit and he's interested in the treats. If he won't sit or he's not interested in the treats, you're too close. Keep on increasing the distance so you find a distance where he can sit and watch that happen while you deliver the treats. Take note of what that distance is. Then you do that, maybe practice that twice or 3 times, 3 smoke bombs. And then you go inside and you let him take a nap. The reason for the nap is it helps them rearrange what they learn in their brain after they sleep. So the next time, let's say we start at 25 feet, next time we do it at 24 feet, and then 23 feet, and then 22 feet. We gradually get him closer and closer to them until we're a foot or 2 away and he's watching it while he's getting these treats. Then the third step I would probably do would be get some firecrackers and do the same counter conditioning. So you have somebody with a firecracker 25 feet away. As soon as I put the treat out to the dog's nose, they light the firecracker. So the wick's gonna take about 3 to 5 seconds and then it's gonna pop. Now make sure that for firecracker, for the sound, you're probably gonna be like maybe 100 feet away. And have him on a leash so he can't run. So you do this and he hears a bang, and I would orientate him so he's looking at where the firework is. And he hears the retort, but he's getting the delivery, he's still chewing on the treat. And then basically maybe take a half step closer and then repeat the process. But when he starts getting up and doesn't want to sit down, or he sees that, he starts getting up or doesn't want to take it, that means he's reaching his limit. The worst thing you do is push it too far. So stop before he reacts. Then take a nap, go inside. It's better to start this like a month before the 4th of July next year, because you're going to have other fireworks that are happening. But this way we desensitize him for the sound first inside, then we do for the visual of the smoke outside, then we do the combination of the sound and it. Now when you're doing it, do it one at a time first. And if you can get to the point where he's like 10 feet away and it bombs and he looks at it but doesn't startle or run away, then I would repeat that one last time, and this time I would get the little jacket of like 15 or 20 of them, light the jacket 25 feet away while he's on the leash and counter, he hears the and he watches it while he's getting these treats delivered. If you do that consistently every day and you give him the break in between so he can sleep, and we do it step by step and don't push too far too fast, the goal is for him not to react at all. If he reacts, you push too far. But eventually, he just associates the sound and smell of fireworks means I'm getting the best treats I've ever had. Can we get some fireworks up in this motor? So that's what will happen eventually. It takes a little bit of time, but this will fix the problem for good. Okay. Petting him inside and trying to console him, like what you guys do when to turn the radio on or the water in the bathroom, all that is masking it. Their ears are better than ours. He can still hear it, and he's anxious and nervous for like a 2-week period. If you help him get over this, he won't necessarily like fireworks, but he understands how to process it, and he's not fearful for that period of time. Okay. That's how we counter condition our dog to get it over its fear of fireworks.